Can change your life with me, Reverendly Wolak. We're here each and every day at this time because we're on a journey. We're going to do it together. We're going to explore. So today, I'm going to piggyback off what I started talking about yesterday at service. And that was the idea of the mantra Soham, S-O-H-M. And that simply means to reveal thyself, to truly sit down and take a moment and go within and uncover who you are, to absolutely realize that you're not this body, you're not this mind, but you're so much more than this body and mind. So when you realize that you're not your body and you're not your mind, it's not that you're going to deny having a body and a mind. It's not that you're going to make your body and mind second fiddle. It's just the fact that you can become more the observer and the observed. You can be the person, you can be experiencing it, but you're not the experience. It really helps you be more balanced in life. Because one of my favorite affirmations to talk about is that balance is being able to see and be grateful for everything. Now, you heard what I said. Grateful for everything. On this side and on this side, the good, the bad, the red and the white, the black and the gray. You're grateful for everything because everything is allowing you to experience. Everything is about the opportunity for you to become more self-realized. Self-realized means coming from the place of the infinite, where you are the observer. When you can be the observer, life becomes so great because guess what? You can experience everything, be grateful for it, and step back into the observer role where there is no attachment. You see, in the observer role, attachment doesn't exist. And where attachment doesn't exist, pain or suffering doesn't exist. Suffering is the result of our attachment to things the way they are, the way we want them to be, because they're not there. Our attachment to people, we say, oh, I got to have that person in my life. Without that person, I'm miserable. No. Self-realization is understanding that you're already whole, perfect, and complete, just like you are. And so is your life. Your life is a direct reflection back to you of who you are. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Doesn't matter what your sexuality, doesn't matter what your political ideas are. Your life mirrors back to you exactly who you are. Now, I'm not saying it mirrors back the physical experiences, but it's sure as heck mirroring back your feelings. Your experience of anything is your feelings about whatever it is. And that is always mirroring back to you based on what is your level of self-realization. A lot of times when people talk about self-realization, they talk about the aspect that they forget their body, they forget their ego, they forget their personality, and they want to be in the infinite with no attachment, no emotions anywhere. It's not possible. Just think about the logic of this. You came into this planet with a body, with a mind, and your body feels and has sensations. Your mind does interpretations, which causes you to have emotions. Why would you deny that? Why would you deny that? Why would you try to leave this body on earth? Why would you try to get into a state of samadhi and be there all the time? Why not just wait until you die? You know what I'm saying? Why not just wait till you die? But while you're on the planet, while you're in this body, fully live, fully experience, be creative in the ways that are unique to you. But then at the same time, realize you're witnessing it. You're witnessing it and you're experiencing it. But if you just go, I'm experiencing it, then you're stuck. Keshev says, wait till we die, then who the hell knows, Keshev? Everyone's got an opinion. But until you go there, it's your best guess. What feels right for you? Yeah, Keshev, it is a mystery. And you know what? It's good to have mysteries in your life. It's good to have the unknown in our lives. The unknown is part of self-realization, accepting that there are unknowns. And you see, because there are unknowns, the playground in which we get to live, the playground in which we get to feel is so much greater because there's less knowns. If you really sit back and you talk about the idea, what do I really know? What do I really know? Self-realization, I believe, again, this isn't a belief, this is not a known, would say that you are the observer because you're aware, you're conscious. Everything else is made up based on your perception. Monique says, I have a problem with dealing with the unknowns. I guess I just want to have control and know everything, something about me that I figured out. Well, Monique, let me burst your bubble, babe. You're not the only one. Everybody has issues with the unknown. Everybody is trying to be in control, and that's the ego. The ego does not like to not be in control. So welcome to our world, Maniqua. You're just like us. And the whole idea is when you can let go of the control, you have a much better experience of life. Nilda says, is contrast similar to duality, the yin and the yang to experience life fully, sadness and joy? Exactly, Nilda. You hit that on the head. Keshev, that's a really profound thing you just said. Life is greater than death because we don't know what death is. Yeah. And so I'm listening right now to the Tibetan Book of the Dead. I've read it. I'm listening to it now on audiobook. And basically, in Tibet, they prepare for death. All of their lives, from the time they get born, they prepare for death. What's the best way to prepare for death? To fully live now. To fully live now, realizing that this is temporary. And so while we realize it's temporary, fully be in it. Fully live your most magnificent self. Fully be kind. Fully be creative. Fully be present. Good qualities to live by. When you're present, when you're kind, wow, what a life we create. Yeah, Keshev, sometimes you're in the flow. Sometimes we're not. When we're in the flow, it means we're tapped into the infinite part of us. When we're not in the flow, it's our ego trying to control. That's what I've come to understand is the difference. When I'm in the flow, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to be right. I'm just letting it go. But when I'm trying to convince, that's my ego. And that's what I watch out for. Because that means I'm trying to convince myself. I'm not trying to convince anyone. And got to be careful of that. So I want to share with you, what a great talk today. I've enjoyed this immensely. We're going to continue on this journey as we do every day. So thank you for being with here. Go be you. Go create a great life. And if no one tells you, I will. I love you. because I accept you just like you are. Aloha.